you. I love you. Love you, kids. Have a great day. Bye. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Global Trading Software's YouTube channel. I'm your host, Daniel Moore. This is the morning trading session. I am very happy to be back with you. It's been, oh man, last week was it was a long week. I'll just tell you. Oh my gosh, one thing after another last week, really and truly. On the plus side, gonna have a couple of changes coming down the pipe here. I'm sorry, I keep bumping the desk here. Couple of changes. I got promoted at work, which means I'm going to night shift, which means that the afternoon session I'm not going to be able to do anymore because my butt's going to be sleeping probably. But on the plus side, we're going to be able to do the European Open, do a couple hours, do like an hour and a half, 2 hour session in the European session. And then we're going to be able to get the US Open. Now, we're going to be able to do at least the US Open Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Okay. I work from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. So when I come home at 6 a.m., it's to get the kids to where they need to go and then come back here. And then I'll be on until 9:30, which is, 9:30, which is 10:30 Eastern. So it works out real well to be able to do that. So we're going to give that a go and just see how that all breaks down. I'm looking at oil right now. Before we get started, I want you guys to know that this system right here that we're going to be looking at today is the XBRAT Algo, and it is the day trading bundle is what you're going to see. And it is what is responsible for me passing the gauntlet, $150,000 gauntlet with Earn to Trade. Okay. Now, let's see here. A couple videos back, I passed it, and I ended the day with like $2,400 or something like that. And you'll have to go back and look. Because I was making trades with the 6 stars, and I mean they were just coming on down anyway. So I want to say it was the next day. I was in here trading, and I was not trading, and I don't know why this happens. Somebody knows, can probably tell me why this happens. But I was a little overconfident. And this is day 2, right? Day 2, a little overconfident. I made it up to $3,200, and then, well, there's really no easy way to say this, but I made a bad trade. No signal, did not look left, and went right into some support, and it crushed me, and I lost the account. So that was a fun conversation to have with the wife. But for what it's worth, it wasn't the XBRAT's fault. It didn't give me a signal and I traded the signal. No, this was just me trying to trade me, which is it never worked out before. I don't know what I was thinking, like why it would work out then either. Hey, Alan, what's going on, man? Yes, I'm well. My son is headed back to daycare for the first time today. My wife was like, I need you to drop him off. And then I slept too late this morning. And so, yeah, she's happy to drop him off. She's so great. She's so gracious. I'm grateful for her. All right. So, yeah, I blew that 150,000 account. Lost more than my daily allowed. I lost more than $3,300 in trading. I have my feelings about that because I don't don't agree with that. I gotta plug this thing. Sorry. Got to do the hard line. Get that one bite here. There we go. So yeah, I spoke about it, and I mean, I just came to the conclusion of, they see something that I don't see, or they're right. I'm not going to argue with them about it, So made a bad call, made a bad decision, and you know what, we're going to roll with it. So just to be clear, it was not. It was nothing that the ex brat threw up that I put on, and it just went. No, that's not how this works. It all works to maximize your profits and minimize your losses. Okay. So I was not following the program at all, which is on me. So note to self and to all of my viewers here, losing. Take 3 losers, then you stop. The next trading day is just about filling the hole you dug, nothing else. Hey, I like that. I like that a whole lot. I really do like that. So you guys are going to see me take some simulated trades today because, well, I haven't traded in a little over a week, and we're getting ready to move. So I am on lockdown, I guess you could say, as far as the getting the gauntlet started back up again. So at least until we move, because when we're selling the house and moving, and so there's a lot of things going on, and I don't want to trade while I'm distracted, but I still want to get keep my skill set growing, sharpening. You know what I mean? So anyway, so let's dig in here. Hang on, I gotta fix this real quick. Hopefully everyone has had a wonderful week. Come on, mouse. Golly. I know that there was some big data that came out last week. I don't know what the extent of that was. I was at work actually. That was my long week, so I worked Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then Wednesday, Thursday was when my son was sick. So, I didn't really get a chance to watch it too much. But I watched an epic ton of Walking Dead. Great show, by the way. Great show. All right, so let's start over here with the Nasdaq. Looks like we're running off a 6-star right here. 6-star sell on the 1 minute. Looking for a breakdown below the. Let's see here. The pivot is going to be where the bounce happened at between 45 and 50-ish, right around in there. There's a good sized pivot. See, it caught a bounce right there, and it just, went way up. So was that 80 points? All right, so there's a 6-star on the 3-minute Nasdaq, 6-star on the RTY 1 minute that just popped up. So we're gonna keep an eye on this real quick. All right, so you want to look and see where your accumulation zones are, your support, resistance, and all that stuff. So we see the 6-star. What are going to be the problem areas on this 1 minute time frame? You can see that this is going to be this old zone right here, this old line. This is an old opening range right here. So definitely look for the break out the bottom of that one. Let's see here, and you see how stiff this support line is right here. It's been pretty steady. Anytime it's above this, you can just about count on it being bouncing off of this right here. So let's see here. We are back to October the 18th. And well, I don't know. The data that came out last week. Look at that nice hard line right there. Bounce. When is this? Here's the open. Here's the open right here. Keeping on. Yeah. So it's been trading in this range right here for a while. So these two zones right here, these two levels right here are pretty stout. Okay. So as we're approaching either one of them, just be mindful of that. I mean, look at it. Let's see here. Back to the 15th of October. So this is from Friday. Yeah, so I mean, we could see a breakdown below this. I don't know where it would go. I'm not going to play that game. Remember, I like to have myself some target set up, right? So if I'm going to take a trade, I'm going to have 5 or 10 points set up, as profit targets, right? Just because I've been bit. I've been bit way too many times by trying to be too greedy, you know. Now there's a way that some people trade, waiting on a close below this, waiting on it to close below. If we get a close down below, we know that it's good to at least 10 points. So there's some serious droppage going on in the market right now. Even gold's dropping. With gold dropping, expect to see the Nasdaq or the indices turn around. If I'm not mistaken, excuse me. It's not really dropping too bad. This is gold right here. Now the way I've got my time frame set up, I got a 1 minute down here at the bottom, 5 minute on natural gas, oil, silver, gold, and then on the RTY, YM, ES, and NQ, I've got it 1 minute. Well, this should be a 3 minute. Sorry, I don't know why this is 1 minute. Doesn't make any sense. I don't know why I did that. All right, so we got the 1 minute, the 3 minute, the 5 minute, the 15 minute. Boom. Lots of red this morning. And no data that I'm aware of. No data that I am aware of. Yes. And this may just be like the sell off before the open, or they may just be accumulating or whatever. I have no idea what it is. But the name of the game today is not try to figure out why it's doing what it's doing, to trade what it is doing, right? To trade, just trade based on what we see here. What does the manager say? Do we stay in the thing? 6-star sell right here. Boom. So I came in on this one. So you actually waited for a break below this to get in here. All right, which means that your entry is going to be 80-50. 80-50. So let's say you got in 80-50. I mean, it's still coming on down here. Now, the reason I'm not getting in it just yet is because it's doing this stall out looking thing here. I mean, there's support zones all down through here, right? But we know that it's good for at least 10 points, right? If we can get some follow through. So what I'm going to do is switch over to my sim here. I'm going to, man, you know what? We're going to trade right into that freaking support zone if we do that. So there's no rush to take the trade. So we need to be patient here. We need to be patient. Because look, this area right here has played a little part right here in a bounce, right? So let's just be patient on that right there, okay? And I may be a little gun shy, but that's just being a little gun shy after not following the rules and then losing my butt. So, and I mean it I am of the inclination that losing days do happen. And you know what? I mean, like, a losing day will teach you so much if you're willing to listen to the lesson. And that is God's honest truth right there. If you're willing to listen and learn, you losing days will help, right? So yeah, I'm gonna say until a break below 50, between 50 and 52. That's where I'm looking to hop in. There we go. Breaking on down. There we go. Break down below 50. Break and close below 50. There we go. There we go. Now, got my stop set right there. 2 contracts, stop set, and we are in this 6-star right here, okay? This is a very, very, very conservative, very, like, I mean, you could have got in way earlier than this, right? And this may be me being gun shy, really and truly. It may be. And it may turn around and bite me in the butt. But I mean, let's see what happens here. Let's see here. In the spirit of doing it like it's supposed to be done, with having a maximum loss amount, let's see here, of $500. Okay, so $500 max loss right there. We're gonna see what happens here. Probably fixing to get stopped out here. And this again, I mean, there's no rush to get into a trade this early, right? It's pre-market stuff, so be mindful of that, right? The volume is not the same as it is during the actual session itself, the open. And also, I did mention about this level right here that we're bouncing around right now. That was going to be a key deal right there. But this candle right here is the one that I was waiting on, the one that pushed down below that 50 level and actually pushed down to 49.75. So it pushed down. I took the trade. I just because it's on the lower end of it. The manager's saying to stay in the trade, right? It's really, really broad. Stay in the trade. You got red divergence here, the bearish divergence still there. I feel very comfortable about being in this trade, but I also have a max stop. Okay, stops have to be in line with strategy, not your max stops dictated by. Okay. Switch to micros. Switch into micros. Let's see here. Boom, 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 boom. All right, let's switch over here. Boom, boom, boom. We're going to do a 3 M and Q. Let's see here. Actually. All right, we'll see you later. All right, see, I'm going to give me just a minute here to get some set up here. Copy. Here, M and Q. This one, we're going to have to change it from pink to, now is it navy? What's this one? Navy blue. Right now. Pink. Navy blue. All right. We are going to change it to brown, I think. I don't think we have brown yet. Boom, boom. When you color code them on, this was not color coded yet. When you color code them on Motive Wave, what you do to one, it does to the rest of them, right? So if you change Like today, oil switched over to Z, natural gas switched over to Z. So if you just go up here and change it to 1, it changes it to all of, right? So there, gold, boom, and this is the one that does not have it yet. So it was it is purple, orange, yellow, blue, green, and red. We still have. Oops, I don't know why that just did that. Well, that stinks. All right, I'm gonna have to. Oh, we are off to a great start this morning. Dead gummit. All right, it's be all right. It's gonna be all right. Do M and Q. This one is brown. You guys are going to forgive me for just a minute, all right? I am trying to get my bearings back together. It's been a discombobulating week, shall we say. M and Q. Go micros. Actually, you know what? I could have just done this. I don't know why I didn't do this before. I'm such a goober. All right. Copy page. Gold. Do this here. Put it back over here in front of silver. And then silver is red. Gold is going to be brown. We'll say gold's brown. That's fine. That's fine. Oops. Boom. And we go GCZ1 and then make sure that natural gas over here is in GZ as well. And now I think we're all good here. Now all I'm going to do is I'm going to switch over to micros. So I'm going to cross trade the MNQ. So I can stay on the Nasdaq on this one right here. It's going to cross trade on the micros. So just to test. Now see, this has still got bearish divergence in it right here, right? Still got bearish divergence. Now, if you're in this trade, right? If you came in up here, maybe a more sensible area to get into, you're waiting on either the manager right here to tell you that crosses over and turns from red back to green, or you're waiting for a pierce of the top of this EMA cloud, right? So the top of this EMA cloud, if it breaks through the top of that EMA cloud, that's going to give you a signal to hop out, right? But if you're listening to the manager, right, you're waiting on the manager itself to cross over from a sell cloud to a buy cloud. So the difference in those is this right here is red. This right here is a nice green cloud right here. So whenever you see it switch over, that means that the momentum direction has shifted, right? Does not work as a signal for you to buy or sell, or it does not work as a signal for you to get in a trade. It is specifically for you to know when the momentum has shifted and get out of a trade. Okay. A couple of different ways for you to be able to use this. There is the let's see here. That's the wrong one. Is that resistance? What? Okay, there we go. So you got day trading moderate, day trading aggressive, day trading conservative, and swing trading. Swing trading is you're going to be on the bigger time frames. Conservative, you're also going to be on some bigger time frames. Moderate, is a general, like, across the board. If it you want it on moderate unless you see it jump in a parabolic movement up or down, right? Because when that parabolic movement happens, you want to be able to lock in the maximum amount of profit, right? So you switch it to aggressive, and it will tell you to hop out. It'll tell you to hop out. Like, was there a signal down here? Nope, no signal. All right, and that's fine. Sometimes sometimes it doesn't meet all the requirements, but it still goes in the right direction, which is fine, right? That's cool. But there are more trades that happen that you will have that confirmation with the signal, okay? Which is exactly what we're waiting on, okay? It's exactly what we need to wait on, all right? So you see it switch over. You're talking about an exit, and this is printed out 4 candles in advance, right? So you're looking at 4 minutes into the future based on mathematical calculations, right? That this is where the price action is going to be. So you got 1, 2, 3. If I keep my line there, 3, and then 4. So you're actually getting out right here. 111. 111. All right. So that's where that's going to tell you to cross and hop out, or that's where it crosses and tells you to hop out. So this right here, where we're at right now, yeah, it told you to cross. It crossed, told you to hop out. Now, you want to give it some room to breathe, right? Because this is all lower than average volume. This is the only higher than average volume candle that has in here. That's it. That's it. The only higher than average volume candle, and it's just one. This is average volume, lower than average volume, average volume, average volume, lower than average, lower than average, lower than average. Telling you it's running out of steam. Okay, this is part of the manager. Right, the manager will tell you. It will help you to measure the. It will measure it for you, the amount of volume in the previous candles. Okay, now that's not something that you just stumble on, right? That's a lot. There's a lot of stuff that goes into that. So carrying on here, let's look at the ES. We're gonna cross trade. Actually, we'll just make sure to hit that before we trade. Looks like it's bottoming out now. This I went back and looked. Matter of fact, let's just look at this right here. Let's go out to the 30-minute time frame and check out since 3 a.m. Chop, 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 chop. This has been the this has been it right here. Here's the European Open right there, right? And it has literally been doing this chop, 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 chop. What is that? 15th, and then you got. All right, so it jumped, it climbed awesome on the 14th, right? And then it looks like ever since then it's just been. So I'm not liking this market a whole lot when there's I say consistent direction or identifiable direction, which you can do on your larger time frames. Okay, which is why we have it set up to where there's the 15-minute time frame on these indices, right? These right here, these stock indexes, right? Because that'll show you a clear direction that everything is going on the higher time frame, right? Excuse me. It has started to cool off greatly here in the great state of Mississippi. So yeah, I'm going to night shift just in time for freezing temperatures and stay sick all winter long, most likely. Oh man. All right, so let us see here. We are well over 100 and almost 130 members now in our Discord. If you are interested in surrounding yourself with like-minded people, people who are devoted to constantly growing and learning new things and learning new ways to trade, learning better ways to trade, not necessarily just people that have this XBRAT algo. There's people on our Discord that trade support and resistance. They trade price action. They trade. I mean, there's all different kinds of styles of trading, right? And everybody that's in there now, they all trade differently, right? There's those of us that are strictly, the XBRAT crew, however you want to say that, which is just the ones of us who use the XBRAT algo and follow the manager and stuff like that, and that's how we trade, right? And then there's other folks in there that use a combination XBRAT versus and support and resistance, or XBRAT and supply and demand. I mean, they use what they've been doing for a while, right? In concert with the XBRAT, and they find themselves winning more often, right? So this is a place for you to go where you can surround yourself with like-minded people, learn new ways of trading, learn new styles of trading, bounce off some ideas. I mean, this is not a paid thing, but we want you to join our Discord. Okay, we want you to become a member of this community and chip in. Right, we want to know what you know, and if you don't know anything, then by all means say you don't know anything, because there's plenty of people there that do know quite a bit that are willing to help you. Okay, so if that's something you're interested in, go to the link that's in the description of this video. Go to the Discord, right? Global Trading Software Discord channel. Go there, introduce yourself. I promise you, there's not going to be this awkward, you gotta, prove, show us your win-loss ratio or anything like that. Nobody cares about that, right? We're there to grow together, right? It's a community, and we want you to be a part of it. So go to the Discord link that's in the description of this video and check that out. It's free. Doesn't cost you a dime. If you happen to like what you see in the XBRAT algo, go to the link. It's in the description of this video. It's going to be not the Discord one. It's going to be the click here or the website or whatever it says. Go to the website and check out all of the different things that they've got. They've got stuff for all different platforms. I think there's 7 or 8 different platforms that you can use this with. Ninja Trader, Motive Wave, Trade Station, View, MT4, is that right? MT4, MetaTrader 4, and then there's some other ones too. So go there, check it out. This is the day trading bundle. Okay, this is the day trading bundle. But the only thing about the day trading bundle is it doesn't come with the manager. Okay, you gotta grab the manager separately. But they got a couple of deals going on right now where you can do 6 months with the day trading bundle for $600. All right, so $600 gets you 6 months with the algo, with the EMA cloud, with the divergence cloud, and with the harmonics. Okay, so if that's something that you are familiar with, hang on. There's like this weird glare thing going on here. Hang on. So if that's something that you are familiar, nope, that did not help at all. Now I feel like my head's glowing. We're just gonna go with it. So $600, right? So that means that you get everything but the manager that you're gonna see here. Everything but the manager for $600 for 6 months, right? And at the end of that 6 months, if you want to renew it again, for 6 more months, you go right ahead. 6 more months. Or you can pay the difference and you can have a lifetime, have it for life, right? Fantastic deal. Fantastic deal. Like it's worth it. I'm telling you right now, it's worth it. If you can follow, there is a discipline curve to this, people. There is a discipline curve to this, okay? Case and point is me, right? Now, was I frustrated the day that it happened? Yes, I was. Well, I mean, was I a little butt hurt? Yeah, yeah, I was, right? But I mean, I wasn't mad about it. I mean, it everything that went wrong because I did not follow the rules that I itself, right? There is a specific rule set that comes with the system that if you follow it to the letter will give you an 80% win rate. 80%. Uh yeah, yeah, that's pretty daggone good. 80%. I don't know of any other system that will give you an 80% win rate. That's ridiculous. Their auto trader will give you 10 to 15% return on your money every month. 10 to 15%. And if you don't believe me, click on the link of this description, that's in the description of this video right here. Go to the web, click on Auto Trader, and check it out for yourself. They have journals. They have the journals they're completely transparent about everything that happens, wins, losses, how much, what they trade. You know, you got the option for the Nasdaq or micro Nasdaq, mini Nasdaq, micro ES, mini ES, micro oil, and mini oil. Okay, and they will literally get into the trade and then follow all of the rules that have already been preset. They will, set profit targets, stop losses, the whole nine. I mean, you can, if you have trouble making the calls to stay in, get out, but you don't have the discipline to make yourself stay in or get out or follow the rules, or you just you've been trading for years and you just can't find yourself a winning edge and you're tired of trying, but you know that there's money to be made in the market, check out the Auto Trader. It's worth a look. Okay. All right. So Discord, click on the link in the description of this video for the website. All right. And yeah, that about does it. That's my spiel for the morning part. And now I'm telling you right now, okay, I'm not trying to sell you anything, okay? It's not my job here, all right? I'm I just trade. I'm gonna learn less than 1 year of experience in trading in the markets, right? And my sole purpose here is to trade, to stay within the rules, and to show you that you can be profitable, consistently profitable, if you follow the rule set and how to use the system, right? So that's the name of the game today, people, is just follow the rules. Because let's see here, I'm going for that 150,000 account again. Yep, I'm going for it. It's gonna happen. And I'm really, really and truly kind of waiting for another mega discount to come in, because sometimes I'll throw it up there for like 50% off or some craziness, which would just be awesome, because 50% off is like what, $120 for the no, 150, 170 bucks, right? Yes, $170 for the $150,000 account, which is awesome. All right. So yeah, we're just gonna hang tight. We got about 12, 11 minutes left now, before the before the open here, and it's just trading kind of sideways, right? So we're going to take a look through here, and if my screen is a little blurry, please let me know. I will blow these up. Really, I just like to keep an eye on all my time frames. It kind of helps me see where the big support resistance is. That I may not be like, you may not see it on one of the other time frames, right? So this is the 1 minute right here, right? And then you got this time frame that's showing you a resistance at 443, but then you have this time frame right here that's showing the resistance at 445. And you got the 5 minute over here that's showing you that there is no resistance right here. Then the 15 minute, I mean, it's all shows something different. So you can tell whenever the really big support levels come into play, if it's the same one on every single time frame, that's a clue. Let's see here. So YM here, looking all right, looking okay. You know, and I will tell you right now, I am fully prepared to go this entire day and not take a single trade if there's not one that pops up. That's just the way that it's gonna go. That is the way that it's gonna go. So anyway, a little bit about where I'm at in my life right now. I got 3 kids at home. Let's see here. One is 2, one is 5, and one is 10. So they are very angry with me. I say very angry. We're moving. We live out on the outskirts of the county. And we are moving into the city that I work in so that I can, swing by. Since I'm going to nights, I want to be able to still come by and kiss them goodnight and stuff like that, before they go to bed, tuck them in and say the prayers and all that stuff, the staple things, that kids remember as they get older. So we went through the discussion of, you guys are going to have to change schools. Let me tell you, that didn't go over too well. My daughter still hasn't really spoken to me too much, and she's only 10. I can't wait till she turns like 13 and she like cuts me out of her will or something like that. But yeah, so we're moving. We're selling our house right now in the United States. The housing market is unbelievable. It is it is unreal. I bought my house for 172,000. I owe 148,000 on it. Somebody is buying it and they're giving me 239,000 for it. So, and this is, I mean, it without me having to do anything to it. Like, they're buying it, and yeah, I don't have to do diddly to it. Don't have to paint it. Don't have to fix nothing in it. It's just, they like, I have cash money right now. So, okay, cool. So with that, we're going to be able to pay off all of what we owe anybody else and set ourselves up nicely for building after the housing market crashes. That usually precedes like this really unprecedented climb, right? It's unprecedented, just long-term climb where it doesn't really make any sense about why it's climbing up that high, but it is anyway. And now, I mean, it usually is a sharp decline. So just like the markets, just like these markets, but so we're gonna rent for like a year and a half or 2 years, and then let it bottom settle, and then we're gonna go house hunting, and it's gonna be like 2008, whenever people were buying $300,000 condos for like 25 grand or 50 grand or 100 grand, just because people were like, please take this from me, please, 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 please. So we're gonna do that, and that's happening. Wow. But we're moving in less than 10 days. We're moving in 9 days. We're moving in 9 days, and then after we move, we'll have this year on the 27th. So we'll have 27th, 29, 30, 31, first, second. So Wednesday, that next Wednesday, we'll be signing papers, and that'll be that. And then I'll be in a better position to restart and get a get that account going and then try again. But the whole thing about trading, at least for me anyway, is to change my circumstances, right? But in order for me to be able to do that consistently, I have to understand that there's a great level of discipline that has to be learned. It has to be um, it has to be very very strict, right? You have to develop that. And if you start doing things like counting on your own strategy and your own edge, if it's green, buy it. If it's red, sell it. Stuff like that. Uh, you know, you're doomed to fail, like I did whenever I blew my account, right? So, I want you guys to learn through my mistakes. That way, you don't make the same ones. So we're gonna start trading some micros here, and today's trading session where there's really not a whole lot of good movement may be a very very good time to trade some micros. You know what I mean? Because if we do lose, it's not going to be $1 million. It might be $100 or $50. Something manageable. Like it's okay to lose that. It's never really okay to lose any money, but if you're going to, I would rather take a $50 loss instead of a $5,000 loss. All day, baby, all day. Let's see here. I hope my wife got the kids to school on time. Otherwise, she's going to come back in and be super grumpy. Let's see here. Boom, 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 boom. Not type this morning. I cannot type this morning. All right, so hey, if you join the Discord, you're gonna see that Paul is very engaged, Damien's very engaged, I'm very engaged, and people are sharing their trade history. Right? You'll see trades like before the opening range trade, the opening range gold trade, or opening range oil trade. You know, Paul's very good about coming in there and sending a picture of the chart and like, hey, this is what your chart needs to look like before the opening of the oil pits or the opening of the gold pits. So that way, you're ready for that kind of stuff. So you'll learn some awesome things uh, about the about the expat system, but you'll also just get some good training, right? So just good tips, good ideas, right? Things that'll help improve your ability to make good solid trades, right? This thing has literally been trading sideways for like 30 minutes almost. Oh, if it's in the cloud like this right here, let me pull this up real quick. Make it bigger right here. If it's in the cloud like this, see, boom, 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 there is no trade. So you get a 6 star that pops up in here. You don't have a trade until it breaks out of that cloud one way or the other. Then you need to look left and make sure that you know where your support and resistance zones are so that you don't make stupid mistakes like I did the other day, right? Support and resistance is the life force of trading. It really is, right? Because if you know where your support and your resistance are, then you will be prepared as the price approaches those levels, to either take your profits or stay in the trade, right? You'll be able to make a better, more educated uh, decision, you know? So let's see here. And we are 30 seconds. And I love watching the Nasdaq open. If you guys want me to switch over to a different index, please let me know in the comments right now. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, just let me know if you want me to switch over to something else. If you guys like watching the ES Open or the YM, RTY, gold, silver, oil, natural gas, or if there's one that you guys want to see that I don't have here, please let me know. Okay, I will add it to the list and we will monitor it. Okay, now on each one of these, I've got the XBRAT Alga Manager, the EMA Cloud, and the Divergence Cloud. I also have this bias, which is available on Global Trading Software's website. Link is in the description of this video right here. We're at the open. We're going to see how these candles close real quick, right? But it gives you the overall bias of the market, right? So major sell bias and then the bounce, right? But we're still in that sell bias, right? I mean, that's just, I mean, that made me feel better being in that trade, even though it was a losing trade. I say losing trade, even though I lost on that trade, right? I still felt okay with being in that trade because there were so many things that were telling me that it was going the right direction. Excuse me. All right, so we're gonna look at this 15-minute time frame on the Nasdaq right here. This is kind of where you want to be as everything is going on here. You want to make sure that you've got your opening range of, you can do it with the Nasdaq, ES, YM, RTY. After that first 15 minutes, actually on the Nasdaq it's 12 minutes. But after the first 15 minutes, throw you a line up at the top, a line up at the bottom, and see what happens. Right? Is it going to go up through the top of the line, or is it going to come back down into? Is it going to sit there and do this bobbing thing all day long in between them? You know, I mean, it does different things every day. It really does, unless it's just, you know, full of rocket fuel or something like that. All right. Oh man, I did not want to get out of bed this morning. Golly, just beat, just tired. This is really not very interesting. Not even gonna lie. This is just an average up candle with higher than average volume. Right there, that's what that is. It'd be interesting to see what happens over the next couple of candles. Now we are kind of out the top of this cloud here, but that really doesn't mean anything. That does not mean anything at all. There we go. We'll make that nice and big. Waiting for some signals too. Wait for the signals. And look, we're right inside this cloud on the 15-minute too. So that's going to tell you that there is not a trade to be had at all. How did it go? Wasn't terrible. He liked the girl that I gave him to, so. Oh, good. So yeah, we're right inside this cloud right here, which means that there's not a trade to be had right now anyway. So, and this is where patience comes in, right? Because you're underneath this critical level right here. I say critical level meaning that it's an old support or resistance zone that has played a significant factor in this the range of this. You're fine, baby. All right, so we got a 6-star buy on oil on the 1 minute. So let's switch over there and see what happens while we're waiting on this first 15 minutes to finish up. 6-star oil buy right here. We got significant resistance at 83.18, but also down here at 83-ish even, right? So as we're approaching that right there, you want to make sure that you're waiting for a break and close above this right here before you hop in that trade. Now, given the fact that this area right here was responsible for a very significant rejection, I would feel pretty inclined to hanging on and waiting and just seeing. See, here's another attempt at that 83 right there. 83, I think, is going to be the one to beat right there. Get through 83. Get through 83. Then maybe we talk about going higher. But 83, oops, 3 is going to be your do or die level, I think. You got 83.10 up here. Yeah, 83.10, 83.18 is where it's at right now. So I mean, it's trying to push, but it's just not like, I don't know. I'm not gonna take a guess and go, this is what I think it's gonna do, because I really apparently have no idea. So I'm not gonna pretend like I do. Silver follows gold. ES 6-star sell on the 1 minute. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Now we are. There we go. Now check this out on the 5 minute here. 5-star, 6-star, and then it was just kind of like, oh gosh, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? What are we doing here? And now it's coming on down. Look for a break of 38.75. Look for a break of 38.75 down here for some sort of continuation. Now remember, as it approaches that even 15,000 level, if we find ourselves in that area, expect there to be a giant battle around that area. Okay, that's just how it goes, right? Those big, giant, even numbers. People put a lot of orders right there, right? Either they're sell orders to make it worse, or they're buy orders to fight back. You know, the bears and the bulls, they do different things for different reasons, but for the most part, you know, those big giant 50s, hundreds, and thousands, those are going to be your just no brainer critical areas, right? So boom. Wow, yeah, this could be a very uneventful day. Yahoo News just came across and was like, stocks fall as inflation concerns outweigh earnings optimism. I like how they guess. They have no idea, but they guess. The idea of this system right here is to keep you from having to guess. Just trade what it says, right? Just follow the rules. Trade like it says, and you'll be okay. Yeah, bottoming out on this one right here. Set an alert down here for breakthrough. You know, when I first started trading, I traded the ES. Like, that's all I traded. But I don't know why I quit trading the ES, but I did. Let's see here. All right. Look at it. Still inside this cloud right here. So we literally have no trade. There is no trade. Let's see here. Not a whole lot going on here. Look at that. That's the ES going sideways. YM, RTY, gold. Even gold's doing crazy stuff. Silver, oil. Told you. Got to get back above that 83 level before it's going to go anywhere. Natural gas. Look, natural gas is a payer. This thing right here pays you $10 a tick. Stupid. $10 a tick, yes, but it moves like every one. I mean, it goes by ones, right? So literally in 100, and it goes 100 very quickly. Like, look at this. I guess it's 6-star right here. Boom. Entry at 38. What is that? 38? Let's say 46. Entry at 46. 46 to 446 to 498. What is that? 50? 52 points. That's $520 move on one contract. Yeah, it pays really, really good. But it's just so hard to it's really hard to read, right? It's really hard to know when it's going to go and when it's not going to go. I mean, look at this 6-star right here, just tumble, boom, right there. That went from 462, or I would say 430 to 365. I mean, that's almost a full $1,000 right there, right? $700 ish, give or take. All right, 41. Now look at it. And see, that's why you want to give it some time to really commit to a direction here. Okay, you want to make sure that you are giving yourself the best opportunity for success, and that comes with patience. We're going to wait on this first 15-minute candle to finish up here. We'll mark our open and close of that candle, right? That's going to give us our opening range, and then we're going to wait on some signals. We're going to wait on some signals. We'll get some, cool. If we don't get any, that's cool too, right? We're going to hang on to our money. If there's no signals, we're not going to force any trades or anything like that. We're just going to follow the rules of the system. Okay? Just follow the rules. Let's see here. This is an old. I'm pretty sure this is an old opening range. Either it's an old opening. Let me look. Don't know where it would be though. How far back it would be, because it could literally be so far back. Well, maybe this is just a critical area. Yep. That's all it is. That's all it is. Just a critical area. So, keeping that in mind. Boom, boom, boom. All right, so on the 1 minute, we've got 5-star followed by a 6-star sell, right? I'm not really sure what's going on with this thing though. Usually it's moving a lot faster, usually. There we go. All right. Now, this is natural gas. So remember, you can lose your butt. You can lose your butt super quick. Super quick if you're not careful. Did you know that there is a micro? What is it? Is there a micro natural? Or is it really? Nope, there isn't really. I'm sorry. I thought that I was just looking to see something real quick. Let me just go ahead and flatten out. So, what is QZ? What is that? QGZ1. I don't know. I have to do some looking on that one. Let's just not. All right. So we're looking for a break below that right there. We'll create an alert. that was a simulated trade, by the way. In Q, there was a signal. There it is, 6-star signal on the 3-minute, and there's our 15-minute frame right there. We're gonna go ahead and throw the alert right there, and then we are going to throw the add a guide, and we're gonna there we go. We'll make it guide properties. We're gonna make it like, I don't know, what did we decide? What did we decide it was gonna be? We're gonna go with something annoying. How about hot pink? 3, boom. There we go. There's the bottom. Now we're waiting on a break and close above this right here. Break and close above, right, for the 6-star continuation. Now, under normal circumstances, for an opening range trade, right, you are looking for that break of that, the top end of that range right there, and then you are, all right, here we go. Here we go. One contract. One contract. Now, profit targets, yes. Profit target is a good thing, right? Manager, also a good thing, right? So this is the 6-star that we're getting into. Entry was 12375. Now, why was it 12375? Because you're looking for that momentum push. Looking for that momentum push that carries you above that the top end of that range right there. Okay. Now, on a strict opening range trade, okay, you're looking at uh hang on just 1 second here. Let me make sure I got all my stuff here. There we go. On on a strictly opening range trade, you're looking at a 30 tick. Well, on the Nasdaq, maybe 100 ticks, right? Give or take. Okay, there's different. There's different. What do you call them? There's different tick targets for every index, right? So for your main stock indexes, you're looking at between 30 and 100 ticks, right? For your gold, silver, natural gas, stuff like that, you're looking at 30 maximum, a maximum of 30 ticks, right? And this is okay. This is one micro contract, okay? This is one micro contract. We're trading micros today. Just trying to get my feet wet again. Remember, I've been out of the loop for about a week, and that was after I took the loss, took the loss of that account. So, just I'm playing it safe today, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. So, let's see here if we can copy this guy. Nope. So there's nothing wrong with playing it safe, right? I mean, I've got my stop down here. Matter of fact, we can probably set that joker on down a little bit, and eventually get it up to that break even. Yikes! Eventually get it up to that break even area right there, and we're just letting it go. Okay, with a micro, you definitely have more ability, more freedom to really just kind of let it roll, and give it some room to go. Right now, if I would have taken my 10 points, I mean, you're looking at what, $15, right? 10 points, 23 to, yeah, it would have been 10. So 10 points, $15, about half of what it's at right now. So, let's see where it goes. Right. I mean, we're back up here to that 163 level. I mean, let's see how it responds, see how it reacts up here. So, I mean, there's that, and that's a benefit. That's a benefit of the micro. Is you've got the it's not gonna. Quit babbling for just a second. It's not gonna break the bank, right? It is not going to break the bank. $1.25, $1, whatever, is not going to break the bank here. I'm trying to get this. I don't know what's going on here. Sorry. So yeah, so $1.25 for the ES, 50 cents per tick for the NQ. It's not going to break anybody's. It's not going to break anybody's bank. Okay, so it gives you some room to move. We'll look and see here. Yeah, so right now profit target is $70. Stop is at 62. I mean, and that's a really full size contract. That's $620. Full size contract, that's $700. Right. So, I mean, that's not bad at all. So $62. I mean, if you're trading real money, hey, you know what? I mean, it's $60 is $60, right? I mean, now granted, $700 is better than $60, but at the same time, if you're learning how to do this stuff, you're learning how to depend on the manager, you're learning how to depend on the XBRAT to give you good signals and learn what you're looking for, right? Micros is a fantastic way to, one, have skin in the game, right? Which adds that element of real that simulation does not, right? It gets the old heart pumping, right? And you get that you have to work through the same emotions as you do when it's bigger contracts, right? So it's good training. It's good training. Now, I have no idea what's going on here. So we're going to hang tight and see what happens. It's lower than average volume. Let's see here. Okay. Yeah, you can see that there's something right here, given the amount of times that it bounced off of this, right? So we're going to go white. It's going to be the support resistance line, however you want to look at it, right in there. Right in there. So we're still in the money, still profitable, still doing okay. I'm waiting on this next 15-minute candle to close above this right here, and then I know that it's locked into that direction. Sometimes, excuse me. Sometimes what you'll see is it'll go up and then if you do not have a 6-star like this right here, right? Now you get a 6-star on the 3-minute, you manage it on the 1-minute. If you get a 6-star on the 5-minute, you manage it on the 5-minute, right? So there's like your different strategy or different targets, different support resistance and all that stuff, right? But you have all of your zones up so that you can have a better idea of what's going on. Let's see here. And I know I've said let's see here like 50 freaking times just since the open, but I kind of feel like I'm talking to myself right now. So let's see here. Boom, 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 boom. If you find these videos helpful, if you get good training out of them, if you get anything out of them, would you please do me a favor and hit the like button? Let me know that you are enjoying the content that we're putting out. It kind of gives us a good idea of the direction that we're taking this thing as far as how we're trying to get the information out there to everybody, and if it's working, right? We want to know that it's working. So hit the like button. Let me know I'm doing an okay job, and we'll just continue to try to do our best. There is some movement going on. I like movement. What's really bad is whenever you get funded and you got to pay for your own data subscription. I dropped like $315 so that I could continue to monitor all of these, the natural gas, oil, silver, gold, and then all the indexes. It's all right. And see, if you listen to the manager, because, all right, under normal circumstances previously, I would have freaking been sweating bullets right here, right? One, I would have been using a full contract or 10, I don't know. It depends on how stupid I felt that day. And then this pullback right here, shoot, I'd have been hurting. But you got this green, the manager telling you, hey, you're good. Just relax. Just stay calm. And then you have it telling you that it's lower than average, lower than average, lower than average, lower than average, just an average. Now you're climbing back up to the top. Green, still green on the manager cloud. Lower than average. Let's start seeing some higher than average volume on the upwards movement, and we are talking big time. Here, let's do this. Let's give it some room here. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna do this. Boom. Trade, stop order right there. And all I'm gonna do is I'm just going to move this stop up with, let me turn that off. I'm just going to move the stop up with the bottom of this EMA cloud right here to the point where it becomes a risk-free trade. And at that point, when it becomes a risk-free trade, I will leave my stop there and let it go. Just let it go. Let it go. See here, and our entry is 123, right? And right now we are at 0.99. So I mean, if you're in this trade, if you're in this trade and you're using the EMA cloud as your stop, just understand that for a little bit, it's going to be a bit of a sweater. It's going to be a bit of a sweater, right? So let's see here, manager. Did I switch this back off? Nope. Hang on. Moderate. Sorry. Yeah. So we're going to switch it to moderate here. And then the higher it gets, right, the more in the money we get. We're going to switch it to aggressive because we want to make sure that we lock in the most amount of profit. So, I mean, we're in the $30 right now. That's good. That's good. Which means that for one contract that would have been 300. Yeah, it's hitting on something here. Let's see what we got going on here. It's still hitting on this resistance zone right here. Eventually, it's going to break that joker. It's trying to push it right now, so it may retreat back a little bit, but eventually it's going to break it and roll. In a perfect world, that's exactly what it would do. But we are in a human world full of imperfection. All right, so that 15-minute candle, new 15-minute candle open up right here. Looking good for a continued push to the upside here. Unless it comes back, I mean, like, unless it finds some serious resistance up here and then just turns around. All-time high for the Nas is, let's do this. Do 1 day. Zoom out real big. See how far we are from the all-time high of 15,710 or 15,710. 15,710. That is the all-time high. 15,710. Wow, that is honestly. You got to look at this time last year. This time last year, no, nobody was thinking that it was ever going to get this high. Are you kidding me? $15,710 for one contract. Wow, that is absolutely nuts. Now, I am going to continue to stick to my. Oh, there's a 6-star on the ES. Where did that not come? Did it come through? It came through the same time as YM. 6-star buy on the YM. Let's see here. For push to that resistance right there. Gold ranging, silver follows gold pretty good. Oil on the retreat. My truck thanks you. And natural gas. There's kind of where we're at right now. Let's check on this and see where our stop is now. And moving our stop up, we are quickly approaching. Actually, it needs to be one tick below. So 1670, no, it's at 107.75. So we're at 107.50. Now there's a reason for this, right? There's a reason that you put your stop one tick below the bottom of that EMA cloud if you are in a long, and you put it a one tick above the cloud if you're in a short. Okay. So the rule states that if you are in a 6-star and the price comes down and pierces the bottom of this EMA cloud by one tick, it invalidates that 6-star. Okay. So if you are in a 6-star, let's see here. All right, so let's look at this one right here. Let's look at this one right here. You got a 6-star. Boom. It's still a valid 6-star. Still a valid 6-star. Still valid. Still valid. Boom. No longer valid. Okay. No longer a valid 6-star. The second that comes out the top part of this cloud right here by one tick, look at it. One tick. Done. Done. Is not that 6-star. The system starts over. Right, it starts over, and it will give you another 6-star if it is going to continue to go down. 10875. So the whole maximize your profits, minimize your losses. I almost said that backwards. Minimize your profits and maximize your losses. No, all right, the opposite of that. All right. So the idea of that is if you can keep your stop tight enough to keep you from losing too much, but far enough to give it some room to run, to give it some room to breathe, right? You're setting yourself up for success, right? I cannot tell you how many times I have seen the price. Let's say you get in here at 139, right? 15139, and then it just turns around and goes, and you're like, what is going on? What happened? And it comes down and it bounces off. It never pierces the bottom of this. It bounces off the bottom of this thing right here and then takes off. If I had $1 for it, well, literally, if I had $1 for every time that happened, I wouldn't be sitting right here. Oh man, yeah, I would not be sitting here. All right, I would be sitting in Fiji or something. 1175. Boom, 1150. And see, we're slowly moving that stop up behind this trade right here. This is a great trade, right? We're following the manager, right? Eventually, and we got about, it's actually right there. So we're within 12 points. 12 points of break even. 12 points of break even. Now when we hit break even right there, boom, hands off, right? And you can bring it up. You can keep bringing it up and start locking in profit if you want to. I mean, I'm pretty happy with this $50 right now. This is awesome. One micro contract, just one, at 50 cents per tick. We're up 100 ticks right now from our entry. Right? 20, 40, 80. Yeah. 25 times 4. Yes, 100. Very good. My math is good today. All right. Pretty exciting stuff here. Pretty exciting stuff here. And I know that somebody is probably going, why didn't you just take that on a full contract? Well, I've been out for like a week and a half, and I don't want to. I mean, case in point was the dadgum trade I took first thing this morning. It was $500 loss, but it was a $500 loss on a simulated account. $500 loss on a simulated, but it's still like, I mean, nobody likes losing, right? Nobody likes losing money. It's not fun. I have no idea where this thing's going, but we're gonna stick with it. 15, 14.75. Oops. 14.75. There we go. And boom, we're just rolling with it. You know, okay, so let's do the math here, okay? You know, a lot of people are like, I want to make like $5,000 a day trading. Okay. What will $300 a day do for you? $300 a day, 5 days a week, $1,500 a week, $6,000 a month. Okay. Let's say $300 is too much. Like you want to trade micros, right? You want to trade micros. Okay. So what will $200 a day do for you? $200 a day, 5 days a week. Let me do some math here. $200 a day, 5 days a week is going to give you $1,000 a week. I don't even need a calculator for that. $1,000 a week, $52,000 a year, right? $1,000. No, my bad. Sorry, my math was not good. That's if you did $1,000 a month. No, that's 12,000. That's 52,000. That's 52 weeks in a year, right? So $52,000. I will math right eventually, people. Okay. So $52,000 a year. For what? For what? 10 minutes of your time a day? Patience, right? Waiting on the right trade. Following the rules. If you go back and watch some of these videos from previously, you will see that there are days I made, 20, right at my daily limit of $2,700 in like 30 minutes or like an hour, you know? I mean, and it just depends on the volatility, the price movement and stuff like that, how many signals you're getting. You can see today, like there's not a whole lot like signal wise. 20, and we are fastly approaching. Oops, wrong one. We are fast approaching absolutely risk free on a trade. Super stoked. Following the manager. That's what we're doing. Following the manager. We'll follow the manager and lock in profits whenever it gives us the go ahead. Pretty sure that we're going to be looking at a break over 163. At least a test of 163. A test of 163, maybe a retreat back down to where we're hanging out at right now. Yep, 140-ish, right around here. And then maybe a second attempt at it. So, I mean, this trade could go on for a while, right? But let's get back to the $52,000 a year. So let's say you got a full-time job that you make, I don't know, 60, 50, let's say $50,000 a year. $50,000 a year, and that requires 8 hours a day of your time. But you want to change your circumstances, right? So you learn how to do this. You learn how to trade within your abilities, wait and be patient, wait for the right signals, look left, make sure you don't trade into support or short into resistance, right? You're extremely disciplined whenever it's about following protocol as far as taking profits, right? Don't move your stop loss. I did that the other day. I'm so stupid. I think that was the fastest, you know, the fastest like account loss in the history of that company. They were just like, here is your the credentials. We're sorry to inform you that. Oh my goodness. Anyway, don't move your stop loss. Don't do it. Honor your stops. Honor your stops. We're getting ready to test 63 right here. Getting ready to test 63. Could see a retreat back to. We got a cat. Yes, Paul. I am currently in a trade right now with a micro on the Nasdaq following a 6-star on the 3-minute that we took on the 1-minute, or we took it on the 3-minute right here, managing it on the 1-minute. And so far, so good. Manager's keeping us in the trade right here. Manager's keeping us in the trade right here. Our trade is now our stop is a completely 100% risk-free trade now, people. Woo! You are risk-free. Risk-free. Zero. Does not cost us anything right there. And we are $70 on a single micro contract. $70. Now, from here on out, we're literally listening to the manager. That's it. We're going to listen to the manager, and whenever it gives us the hop out signal, or we see 2 consecutive higher than average volume candles, or higher than average distribution candles, we're gonna hop out at that point, right? We're going to be aggressive. As soon as we get up in the money just a little bit more, we're going to switch to aggressive and maybe start locking in some profits, right? But we are risk free. This is always a good feeling, right? Like, you get to this point right here in a trade where you have sweated bullets, right? What was it? I mean, our entry was right here. Entry was 12375. 12375. It was the break over. Let's see here. Where is it? Right here. There was, if you look at the 5-minute right here, it was right at this right here. It was a break over the top of this. Boom. 12375. And as soon as it pushed over the top of that right there, broke out of it, we got into it. And then we've just been hanging on. So, and it just so happened to be the opening range trade as well, right? So it broke out the top of the opening range, waited for it to close above the top of that resistance area right there, and then just hanging on. 27 even. Boom. So entry on it was 12375. I am absolutely convinced we're going to see a good test of 163.50. Sorry, phone's vibrating. 163.50. I am very convinced that we're going to see a test of that. It's getting closer and closer. So but yeah, nothing else really of note going on. There was a 6-star buy, just like on the Nasdaq. It was 6-star buy on the ES. Wow, the YM's turning around. RTY is going against the trend here. Let's see here. 28, 25. Boom. 29, 25. So we'll go to 29 even. Boom. Oops. And we are hanging tight. Boom, boom. Actually, you know what? We're going to go back down here to the entry. And we're going to give it some room here. It may come back down and test the bottom of this EMA cloud right here. But either way, we want the manager to really walk us through this, right? Because this stuff gets super tense, especially if you're in the money, right? If you took this on a full contract, you're up $440 right now. A full contract, $440, $470, right? And you're like, this may be one of your first winning trades, right? As a new trader, that you may be experiencing this, and you may be going, oh my gosh, right? I cannot believe that there is $480 for, almost $500 in my account right now. That is one of those emotional things that you're going to have to overcome, right? The manager really is going to help you to just relax. Okay. As a new trader, one of the hardest things that I had to figure out was when to get into a trade and when to get out of a trade. And all of that stuff comes in this package right here, right? This package, the day trading bundle, plus the manager. Don't forget that. So this manager, I know, like I saw it turn around. I was up dead gum, what, 700? It would have been a full contract, $700, right? So we're up $70 right here. And then all of a sudden it comes back down to $400. And you're like, what happened? What's going on here? What's going on? I'm like, gosh, should I get out? Should I get out? Just relax. Just relax. Listen to the manager. As they say, listen to Uncle Paul. He will tell you when to get out. He will tell you when to get out. Now, yes, it broke the bottom of this cloud right here. That don't mean nothing. Okay, no big deal. That don't mean nothing. Two things. One, we're in a risk-free trade right now. It didn't cost us a dime. Nothing. Not a single dime did it cost us to get into. We push a button. I think what commissions on a micro are like 25 cents. So what, 50 cents? 50 cents to trade a micro? I mean, okay, I'll pay 50 cents. 50 cents risk, like legitimately risk free. Like it's not, if it comes down and smokes this stop, okay. Okay. Something happened I didn't see. See this support right here starting to form down here. This is not, the support and resistance is something that comes in every trading platform. Okay. That is something that automatically populates on the motive wave platform. Okay. It's a setting, you click it, it's right here. As a matter of fact, support and resistance. And as it starts to recognize, where price stops and bounces between so many candles, it starts to print a support and resistance area. Prints pretty accurately, but it helps me because as a new trader, we'll just say as a new trader, I get lost in the sauce sometimes. There's a million different things going on, and I lose my mind. I lose my way. Right? There is a 5-star sell on the YM. I don't know if that's going to turn around and drag that down or if there is an RTY is just rocking, just Charlie Miking without a signal. And that's the thing. Yeah, price, the action, it's going up. It's going up right now, right? But part of the discipline, part of the thing that you're trying to learn as a new trader, or even as somebody that's been trading for a while, right? That's trying to use this system, okay? What you're trying to understand, what you're trying to teach yourself is the discipline to not take trades unless you get the signal, unless you look left and verify that you're not shorting into support, trading long into resistance, right? And that there's nothing that's fixing to catch you off guard, right? You're guarding your trade, right? You're giving it the best chance for success, right? It's just like a child, right? You want to make sure that the kid eats and sleeps and brushes his teeth before bed, to try to give him the best chance of success in life, right? So I mean, it's the same thing here, right? Give yourself cat. Give yourself the best chance for success, right? Let's see here. I'm gonna let it rock. We're gonna let it ride. See what happens here. hit the like button, please, if you are enjoying this morning's trading session. And check out the website. Go to the link in the description of this video right here, and it will take you to the location where all of this stuff that you're looking at right now is available for you to research. If you have questions about this stuff, join the Discord. There is somebody there that will answer those questions for you, that can answer those questions for you, that will answer those questions for you. Okay, I mean, it's not a community full of people who are do-gooders or think they're better than yours or whatever. We're just a bunch of people that like trading markets and like trading uh, or talking about the markets and passing information back and forth, and don't forget this and let's do that. And it's really just like a hub for people to be able to connect, right? If you got questions about anything, please join the Discord. We would love to have you there. We would love to have you there. And you will be able to have direct access to myself, Paul, of course, Damien, and you'll be able to get those questions answered. If you got questions about the products, ask. Somebody has the answers to it. But if you are one of those folks that just has a hard time, staying disciplined, and you've been trying for a long time and you just can't seem to get it right, you just can't seem to make yourself not take stupid trades or wait for the right opportunity to get in, that's okay. That's okay. Global trading software has something for you, and it's called the Auto Trader. If you don't believe me, please click on the link in the description of this video, go to the website, read the journals. You will see all of the profits, all of the losses, every trade that thing has taken on its own. All you got to do is open up open up your platform, and then it let it go. It's going to do it all by itself, right? You need to have $5,000 in there for the micros. If you're going to trade, let's say you just want to trade NQ micros, right? It's going to trade NQ micros for you. You need to have $5,000 in there. You're looking at a 10 to 15% increase in your money every month on that. You can adjust some different things like how many contracts it takes and all this other stuff. If you're going to do the full contract, right, the regular mini contract, you're going to need $10,000 per commodity that you trade, right? So there's the oil, there's ES, and then there's NQ. So you're going to need 10,000 for the micros, each one. So if you want the Nasdaq, the ES, and the oil, you need about 30K in there in order for you to make sure that you've got everything set up the way that you need. If you're going to trade the micros, you're going to need half that, which is about 15,000. If you trade all of them, right? You don't have to trade all of them. You trade them one at a time, right? In that case, you just need $5,000. And the reason why $5,000 is the magic number is it gives you the room in your account to be able to add contracts or maximize the amount of time that the auto trader is in a trade, So just read the journals, check them out. They're on the website. Join the Discord. Subscribe to this channel. How could I forget that? Man. Yes, subscribe to this channel, please. I'm not the only one that you're going to see on this channel. I'm just the messenger. I am. I'm just the messenger. But the person that writes the messages, he comes on here all the time and he puts out quality training videos, okay? Crypto, Elliott Wave stuff, forex trading stuff, opening range trades. It's not all about the X-Brat. This is about the X-Brat because I'm new to trading, and all I want to do is show you how easy it is to use it. And if you can use it the way it's meant to be used, you will be consistently profitable, which will change your dadgum life. All right. So right now they do not have the auto trader for Ninja yet, Mr. Andrews. They do not have it. Hopefully by the end of the year, hopefully if everything goes correctly by the end of the year, you should have it. There should definitely be a sim option for the auto trader if you are wanting to test it, right? I mean, you want to test any new strategy before you start trading with real money. At least you have an idea what to expect, right? So that is a very, very good question. I will make sure I get you the answer, the 100% verified answer, and post it on the Discord. Okay. So yes, subscribe to this channel. Please hit that like button if you are enjoying yourself. Use it on sim. We just don't. So trials. Don't do trials of the. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, no, it's definitely going to be worth its weight in. Well, it's not really. It's going to make some money. I'm going to get them. Eventually, I'm going to get them, and I'm going to have all of them going in the background. That's the goal right there. Trade for 1 year, make 50 grand, and then just let that auto trader do it. um, so yeah, we're gonna let this thing play out here. I'm gonna hop off here. I'm not sure about the afternoon session yet. My wife and I are gonna be packing up our house, getting ready to move. Tomorrow they have enrolled me in a class that I have to be at from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. But so the US session, I won't be able to trade tomorrow. However, the European session, because I will be staying my happy ass up all night long on Tuesday so that I can go to work or sleep all day Wednesday after the US Open, of course. So our first European trading session will be together here at Dark 30 on Wednesday. Uh, it's about 2 a.m. here, 2:30 a.m. here. So I'll be up. I'll be trading that. We're gonna go live. Hopefully, if we can work that out to try to make up for not being here tomorrow. Um, yeah, we're also looking for somebody that can kind of fill in. If this is something that you would like to try your hand at doing live videos, it's a bit of a humble pie status here. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. It is a bit of a humble pie status. Whenever you whenever you make a bad trade and you're just like, ooh, but then you have to be like, it's okay. So yeah, it comes. It's a little bit of a challenge, but yeah, we're definitely looking for somebody that can help me out with that on days where I'm at work or whatever. What do we got this breakdown? What's going on here? Do. Bouncing off of some support on the ES. What is that doing? YM also, and I don't think there's any data today. I don't think there's any data today. So whatever. Anyway, so we're going to be starting to do European sessions, European trading sessions. There will be 2 European sessions per week, and there will be uh, right Monday. Yes, there will be two trading sessions, European trading sessions per week, and there will be 4 US trading sessions per week. Okay. So on my off days, there will be the European and the US. And when I'm working, there will just be US trading sessions. Okay. That is a higher than average volume candle that broke through the bottom right there. However, we got that support that's kind of developed there. And we got to let it go. We got to let it go. We got to let it go. We're gonna hop out of this position here because we want to make sure that we're well, we are right there, man. Let's wait till the manager tells us to cross over. It's so close right now. Let's see what happens. She's fighting it. I like it. Why this thing does what it does, I'll never understand. So we have one higher than average, and then we have a lower than average, right? So is it running out of steam? Is it fixing to turn around and go back up? I don't know. This is as good as mine. I'm just following what the manager says. I'm following what the EMA cloud says. I didn't even get it. I only got into this trade because of the XBRAT gave me a signal to get into the trade. And now left, I saw all this stuff. Now we're making our march back to the top. So, but that's going to do it for me for the day. I mean, golly, so close. What are we doing here, people? What are we doing? What was the open? Boo, boo, boo. Yes. Make sure that you join us every day. I say every day. Monday through, we're going to flatten that out. We're going to take the profit. We're going to take it. We're going to take it. We're going to take it. Why? Because one, it's the end of the session. Two, it's pushing really hard against this support level right here. Does that mean that it's going to break it? No. But with everything else kind of turning around and doing something crazy here, I'll take the $20. I'll take the $20. But listen, I'm going to call it a day. You guys have a great rest of your day. Remember to trade smart. Okay, if you're using the XBRAT system, remember to be patient. Be patient. Wait for the right signal. Wait for the right entry. It's not about taking every single trade. It's about taking the right trade. Okay, so just remember, wait for the right trade. Okay, it's been an honor being here with you guys today. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. I will see you on, what's today? Monday? Wednesday for the European session. Y'all have a great day.